Deregister ADC. We don't want ballot papers clustered. APC tells INEC. Hello beautiful family, welcome back to GistAngle, your hub for hot gist and verified political updates. This particular update is not just political talk, it is a serious signal of what may be coming ahead of the 2027 elections. And trust me, this one deserves your full attention. Today we are looking at a strong statement coming from the All Progressive Congress, where the party is openly calling on Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to deregister the African Democratic Congress (ADC). Now pause for a second. A ruling party asking for the deregistration of another political party, especially one that is gradually becoming part of opposition conversations, is not something you just push aside. Anyways, without wasting time, let's just dive right into the full report. The National Secretary of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), Ajibola Basiru, has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to consider deregistering the African Democratic Congress (ADC) ahead of the 2027 general elections. Basiru made the appeal during an interview on Arise Television, where he argued that Nigeria's electoral process should not be burdened by what he described as an inactive or non-viable political parties.
We don't want our ballot papers to be clustered with irrelevant and unviable political party. That was the basis of our calling the attention of INEC that mushroom political party like ADC should be registered. And I'm comforted by the fact that there are even cases in court presently to say that such party should be deregistered. INEC should exercise its power under the constitution to deregister such party.
According to him, although the country currently has about 19 registered political parties, only a few are actively participating in the political space or demonstrating electoral strength. He maintained that ballot papers should not be overcrowded with parties that fail to meet constitutional requirements, stressing that such a situation could complicate the voting process. In his words, "We are calling on INEC to deregister the ADC. The ballot should not be clustered with unviable political parties." He further explained that the Nigerian constitution provides clear guidelines for deregistering political parties that do not meet certain performance benchmarks in elections. Basiru noted that the APC, as a major stakeholder in Nigeria's democracy, has the right to draw attention to what it considers necessary reforms within the system. He also revealed that there are ongoing legal efforts seeking the deregistration of certain parties, expressing confidence that INEC could act in line with the law. In his remarks, he criticized the ADC, describing it as a party that generates more publicity than measurable political impact, and referred to it as part of a coalition of confusion. My people, let's take time to analyze what Ajibola Basiru is saying. Now, if you look at this at first glance, this may sound like a technical or administrative concern, but when you look deeper, this is pure political strategy. Now, why is this happening now? This is where the gist begins. We are still about a year away from the 2027 elections, yet political tension is already rising. So the big question is, why is APC bringing this up now? Here are the key angles we need to understand. 1. Fear of emerging opposition alliances. Let's be honest, Nigerian politics is shifting. Parties like ADC are slowly becoming platforms where dissatisfied politicians regroup, alliances are being discussed, and possible coalitions are forming. Even though ADC may not be the strongest party today, it has potential value as a political vehicle. So when APC calls it not viable, the deeper question is, are they reacting to what ADC is now or what it could become? 2. Control of the political space. If you reduce the number of active parties, what happens? Fewer choices for voters, less fragmentation, stronger dominance for big parties. Now imagine a scenario where smaller parties are systematically removed. You begin to move closer to a tight political system controlled by a few major players, and that raises serious concerns about democracy, competition, and voter freedom. 3. legal justification versus political intent. Now, to be fair, APC is not speaking completely outside the law. The Nigerian constitution actually allows INEC to deregister parties that 1. Fail to meet electoral threshold, 2. Don't win seats or lack national spread. So yes, there is a legal basis. But here is the twist. When legal arguments start aligning too perfectly with political advantage, people begin to ask questions. Is this enforcement of the law or strategic elimination of competition? Now let us look at the INEC factor. What will they do? Now all eyes shift to INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission is in a very delicate position right now because whatever decision they make will be interpreted in one of two ways. If they act on APC's suggestion, they may be accused of bias. If they ignore it, they may be accused of selective enforcement. This is where credibility is on the line. INEC must now balance legal responsibility, political neutrality, public trust. And let's not forget, INEC is already dealing with internal party crisis, court cases, and preparations for 2027. Adding this to the mix, that's pressure. Is ADC really non-viable? Let us look at this angle. Yes, ADC may not currently dominate elections, but viability in politics is not always about today. It's about potential, alliances, and timing. Remember, some of the bigger political movements in Nigeria started from smaller platforms, unexpected coalitions, or sudden political shifts. So dismissing a party too early could be either accurate or a major miscalculation. Now, the bigger democracy question. Let's step back for a moment because this is no longer just about APC versus ADC. This is about the future of Nigeria's democracy. Ask yourself, should political parties be removed simply because they are weak? Or should voters decide which parties survive? Where do we draw the line between regulation and suppression? Because once the process of removing unviable parties begins, who decides what unviable truly means? And more importantly, who is next? Let us look at what this could mean for 2027. If this trend continues, here is what we might see. Fewer political parties on the ballot, increased dominance of major parties, possible mergers or forced alliances, legal battles intensifying, political tension rising earlier than expected, and most importantly, the shape of the 2027 election could be decided long before voting begins. Before we go, let's read between the lines. This is not just about ballot papers being crowded. This is about positioning, control, influence, and power ahead of 2027. So every statement, every move, every legal argument right now is part of a bigger political chess game, and Nigerians are watching closely. So my people, I'm leaving you with this question to think about. If smaller parties are removed, will democracy become stronger or weaker? Is this about cleaning up the system or controlling it? And if ADC is labeled not viable today, who might be next tomorrow? Think about this and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss.
It's GistAngle.